Hey everybody, we're gonna start from where we finished off last time. So, but first I'll show you what we'll basically end up with. I'm still working on this, but something like this. You end up with a moving character, a gun, and he can attack and stuff, but he doesn't do any damage yet because I haven't done that yet. So, you'll want to, well, you should already have it, but I'll just open up my Android Basics. And here we go, I'll just start up Unity Remote. I'll just start up Unity Remote, which is here. Okay, so when I run, we should just be able to move around. If I open up the scene. That's basic layout. Okay, so as we see, we started out, we can just move around. So, what we're going to do today is I'm going to teach you the basics of terrain and maybe instantiating something, but I'll go into that later. So, we're going to want to go up to, we can just hide this terrain by clicking on it, and then you see this button here, you unselect that. So you just have that. So you want to go create new terrain, and as you see in this view, let me just combine my project with this so we can have a bit bigger. Okay, so you see as we have the terrain, it's massive. So we want to go to set resolution, and we want to set it to around about 50 by 50, and I'll shrink it down. We want to click on the terrain. Oh, don't want to do anything yet. We want to select the terrain, and we want to move it position. We're going negative 50, negative 25 by negative 25, so we're in the center of it. So now if we see when we start up, we'll just sit on the terrain. It acts like a floor, but it looks kind of dodgy. So what you want to do is open this up. Ooh, uploading some other stuff. You want to go to images.google.com, and you just want to type in grass texture. Just since you're not going to be publishing this, or if you are, you can make your own, but since I'm not going to be publishing this, you just want to grab, say, something that'll blend well, so something like this. Okay, so you want to go save image as, or whatever it is, on your machine, and you just save here. So, just let me drag this back over. Blah. So you want to go to desktop, you have it here. So, basically you want to drag that from there into your standard assets, into your project, sorry. Right click, create a new folder called, well, this will be textures, because it's not a material yet. Okay, so you see we have this here. It's not yet a material, so we can't just, I gotta stop doing that. So we can't just click on the terrain and, oh, wrong one, yeah, that one. We can, oh no, yeah, we can add a 2D texture. So we go and we choose our grass texture. As you see, we have grass. But like, nobody's gonna believe that that's grass. That looks disgusting. So we want to go to here, under the paint, and we want to go add grass texture. So we want to grab this grass here, and then we can just go around and apply it, but we don't want it in such a big bunch. So we're going to want to go down to here, and go target strength, make it about 0.625. Make the opacity about 0.3. Actually it's 0.001. Like that. And then you go 0.0025, say? Or just 0? No. 0.0025. 0.125. Like that. But you want to make it a bit smaller, so you go like that. So it's like that. So you want to go brush size, you can just make it as big as small as you want. But you just make like a little bit around here. I'm going to make it like 500. Or not. Okay, I'm going to use something like this, something just like a patch tool. Or you could always use just this and just go, we make an S. Like a $sign, or something like that. So yeah, that's well that. So you see, if you play the game, we can walk through our scene and it's already animated. So we can just walk through like that. So you're wondering, oh yeah, cool, but how do we raise the train? So you change, there's a toolbar here which I've been currently using, and you want to change, whoops, okay, I want to currently just get rid of all the grass for a second. Okay, yeah, so you can actually see it. So you want to basically, I like to set the opacity to about 1. So you see how it's like, well that, it's, you render it and it's like, yeah, okay. So change it to about 5. And you start to get some little hills, which, yeah, they look okay. So you can just like, make like a little crevice thingy-majiggy here, where the player can start in. So yeah, like that. And then say you want the top, so you want like snow or something for the top, and you go down to brush, you go edit textures, and you add another texture. Say I want the top to be like a cliff. So then you go like this. Oh, wrong. You wanna select this texture here, and you can sort of blend it in a bit like that. So it looks sort of like it's rocky. So then you can walk around your level, have a look at it. But if we notice, it's really dark. So this would be good for a nighttime scene, but not for a daytime scene. So if you want a daytime scene, you can always just add a light if you want. So you go create a directional light, and then you have a light here, which you can just mess around with wherever it is. Oh, it's here. So you want to rotate it around the axis, continue, and then aim down. Okay, so that's good. Now, if you still see the background, the sky is still black. So what you want to do is you want to go into here and you want to select your main camera. Now, oops, wrong one. Drag it back here. So basically, you just want to minimize everything. If you're planning to have stuff close to your face, like a gun, say gun's right in front of you, this, we'll come across this later, but this will cut 0.3 out from in front of your face. It doesn't apply to skyboxes, I just wanted to tell you that. So you go rendering, under component, rendering, while you're selecting the main camera, and go skybox. Now as you see, you can have a material, so you can have your own custom one, but I'm just going to go, since it looks like daylight, I'll go daylight sky. But that's water, you want to go to skybox. See how it looks all dodgy right now, but it won't look as dodgy when you get in the game. Or maybe it will. Because I'm an idiot. Lol. I'm pretty sure it'll only have a look where you are, do it where you are. So right now you want to disable that. I'm going to go game object. I think it's game object create other. No. Oh yeah, just leave that on for now. It looks okay for what we're doing. So yeah, you have like this, so you can move around in your map. So you got some pretty cool rocks, stuff like that. So now we'll go into the more detailed terrain stuff. So we're going to want to go to terrain. As you see, it's like changed that back, but that's okay. So you can make it so that you can add in like trees. So you can add a tree, and you just choose like a palm tree. But you see, if we do that, it's going to fill it up like a forest. So what we want to do is, once again, it's like that. You see how it's so massive? You want to drag the brush size right down, and then you can just sort of like place them around, just like that. And then you could just make a little bit more varying terrain like that. And then let's say we want like a beach right here. So we want to hold this, and we want to hold down shift and lower this so that we can have like a beach or sand here. And then you see how it looks kinda like dodgy? You want to go liquefy, or that's what I call it at least. And then you want to smooth the terrain out and use this. Oops, wrong one. There you go, you want to use this. Okay, so see how you have all this. Now you want to bring your brush size down to about like this. You want to make sure you select the solid tool, not that tool. You want to use that tool for the outside edges so it kind of blends in. So you want to add another texture, and you want to add, well, good dirt looks like sand, so currently we'll just use good dirt. So you want to sort of do something like this, just make it all sandy and stuff. Okay, so when you get to this edges, you want to select this one, because this will blend the two together. So you want to make your brush size a little bit larger. And then you see how it gets rid of the trees when you're painting terrain, so you can actually see where you're painting. And then you want to sort of do it like that. So it looks like a little bit of a sand thingy, bajiggy, higgy, bajiggy, wiggy. Okay, so you just want to fix up anything that you missed. So like that, and we'll run it and take a look. Okay, that's another problem that we can get with terrain. You see how the player's sort of inside of the terrain? The problem with the script is if you drag that up, you're dragging the joysticks up. So what I'd recommend doing is to optimize the terrain, not move the player or move the terrain, because that'll mess up where you are. So you just want to sort of flatten out in the area where he is. So sort of like that. And then bring down the opacity to like 1. And then sort of like this. Brush size, bring it down a bit, and then sort of like this. Just bring an area so that he can start in, and then just use the smoothing tool and smooth it out a bit so it looks like it was built there. So I'll show you what we can do with the smoothing tool. We can, you see how that sort of looks natural? You can do it to mountains as well. It makes it, well, smoother. So you can just go wee and make everything really smooth. So now if we start up, we shouldn't have the problem of falling through the map anymore. But for some reason the skybox is gone. So you see here you have like a nice little beach sort of area. So why is my skybox gone? Player, main camera. Yeah, but when I start, the skybox disappears. Wait, no it doesn't. Yes it does. Okay, let me try something. I think it's on terrain you can add a skybox component. Also? Or not. That's really weird. Wasn't expecting it to completely disable the skybox. I'll just go for the water for now, because that hopefully won't disappear. Yeah, that won't disappear. Okay. So, you can walk around, have a look at stuff. If you're seeing it's a bit dark, you can just let me flip this around. You can see in my Android device, I can see that, and you can walk around in your little scene. So this would be good if you just want like a little adventure island. You can have just little quests that you do and stuff. So yeah. So now we're going to add a little river into the scene. So for this you're going to want to bring this all into one. It's like this. And you see how you have a little camera preview down here? You want to keep that. You can, if you click off for some reason, if anyone knows how to pin that there, that would be a massive help. But yeah, so what you want to do, what I like to do, is you create another terrain. Then you want to name this water underscore bottom, because this will be like the bottom of the lake, and this will be the little forest. Okay, so you want to go for the water underscore bottom, and you want to set it once again, except you want to set it a little bit larger. So, and then I'll solve a problem that I just saw. Okay, so you want to set it by that, and then go -50 by no rotation, position -50, and I'm hitting caps lock instead of tab by -50. So you can sort of have an island sort of like this. But another problem is, look, if you get inside of the map and stand on that water terrain that I've just made, don't worry about that leaking through yet because it's going to be lowered. If you go around the corner and look through, you can see and walk through the map, which we don't want. So what you're going to want to do, and it's occurred here as well, so what you want to do is you want to grab the terrain and you want to sort of lower it. So you want to lower the terrain. Whoa, okay, you want to also make sure you click on the right terrain. So you want to click on the forest terrain and then lower it, but not decimate it. So you want to go like 3. Something like this. So that it's sort of level. So you just go down. Sort of like that. Yeah. So we'll do the same over here. Go down, 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 all the way around. See if there's any more little gaps we've missed, which there aren't. And you have your first little scene. Now we have the water, so you can just drag it down. You want to make sure your player can walk inside of the water. So you want to I'll go down about that much. And then around here, you want to sort of bring it up to be like the terrain. So sort of like this. You have this, and then there's a little gap underneath. So you can sort of have, now you can have like water. So you can go to the standard assets, I think it's in mobile. No, there's no mobile water yet. You go water basic. And, well, if you have pro, I have pro, but I'm only going to use this because I know nobody will have the pro unless they've bought the $15,000 license, the $1,500 license. So you have this water, and you want to drag it just down below, so that when you're actually on the train, you can't see it. So now we want to make this to go 100. Actually no, we'll make it go 75 by